Uh-oh.
We're live. Good.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry for the wait, everybody. Slight technical difficulty when streaming in two places at once, which is pretty advanced for us stationary shop owners, wouldn't you say, Paul?
I'd say we're not only competent and capable brick and mortar business owners, but tech savants.
Well, you might be a tech savant. I don't feel like I can claim that.
By association, just go with it.
By marriage, I too am a tech savant.
Yeah.
So call me with your tech problems when you're working from home.
Yeah, just call us up here, Wonderfair Tech Support. I will help you get a video up on YouTube. No problem. It'll just take like 5 or 10 minutes.
We will at the very least commiserate with your technological problems.
We got a new microphone here. Speaking of tech, that's one of the big updates. I'm hoping a little later on to get the cable I need to maybe connect that to Instagram and improve the sound quality. That would be a real big dream. I'm just
classic.
Just double checking here.
Classic shot here.
Want to see
razzle dazzle them, Dave.
Sounds doing it all right. Cool. Yep. Okay.
This is a slice of life, Paul.
Really? We just got a cat, got a store.
Cat, store, YouTube, microphone. We got it all.
We got it all.
And I got some announcements
to
share
announcements.
Today. It is Thursday in the wonderful city of Lawrence, Kansas, where we're coming to you literally live from Wonderfair in downtown Lawrence. And a couple of announcements. First up, I wanted to institute a new policy where I make corrections about things I fact-checked after the previous episode and was totally wrong about.
Wonderfair corrections.
Wouldn't it be neat if all media sources just were like, yo, we were wrong?
Start up with the stuff they got wrong.
Yep. So,
that'd be good.
The mailman in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood does not appear to be in any way from Kansas City.
He
might be from Pittsburgh.
That. It's more likely he was from Pittsburgh since that's where the show was filmed.
The best I can get is puppeteers from Kansas City might have run the puppets in the new Mr. Rogers film starring Tom Hanks, who is recovering very well from a bout of COVID-19. So you see how it all comes full circle.
Very tentative connection there.
Well,
that came up yesterday because we tried to get Stan, our mailman, onto the broadcast, but he said couldn't do it on the clock.
Are you done?
So we missed our own Mr. McFeely moment here. But, you know, come on downtown and maybe you can see Stan on the street.
Yep. He's still
beating
the bricks.
Let's be clear. Only come down if you have downtown if you have a purpose.
Absolutely.
So
an essential purpose.
Yeah. So getting takeout from one of our great restaurants, Ramen Bowls is doing takeout.
Yep.
We got Wheatfields doing
takeout.
That's
actually another announcement I wanted to talk about.
Okay, let's
here's another correction that we need to make from even earlier in the week. I have recently learned that though Taco Zone is hard at work preparing a delivery at home system where you can get a large box of party tacos to have a small or solo taco party with yourself, making your home a Taco Zone. I think that's delayed. Okay. And I'm not exactly sure why, but a mountain bike might be involved. It seems very salacious.
All right.
So
keep we're keeping close tabs on the Taco Zone situation here.
We will keep you posted because we are attempting to be your downtown correspondents in this difficult time.
Let you know all future developments related to Taco Zone home delivery. You'll be the first to know. What else you got you have any more announcements? Because I certainly can bring a few up.
You have some announcements? Why don't you go? Because I have an announcements part 2, which is more of a finale.
Okay. We do have the census. I just want to keep reiterating. Do your census.
Do the census.
We haven't done that yet, but we're pretty excited to check it out.
Let's do that as like a date this weekend.
It only big date coming to the DeGeorge Moore household this weekend where we do the census. It only happens once every 10 years. So it's an occasion. Maybe we'll have a nice census cocktail. We'll take suggestions for that in the comments here.
Love that.
Douglas County, I pulled up the county public health. We're doing really good with the coronavirus here.
Are we?
We're doing great in Douglas County. Only 30 positive cases 20 of which are travel related, only 4 local transmission. So
The numbers don't match.
Yep, there's a few they don't know where it came from.
Got it.
So
Okay.
we're doing good. I just want to say, keep it up, Lawrence and Douglas County. We're doing great with this.
Great work, everybody.
Good job, everybody here.
Stay separate. Stay safe.
Let's see.
Flat and long. Kansas should be really good at flattening things. It is our nature. We've talked about this before. Though Lawrence is a little bit hilly, I think we got this.
Yep.
I don't want to be overconfident, and we're not going to backslide like so many students slipping down the hill on their way to campus. We're going to keep going up, but down. We're going to go flat.
Get it flat.
I got nothing. Okay, well, great announcement. Is that all your announcements?
That's pretty much all.
In that case, I'd like to institute a new announcements follow-up called pronouncements.
Pronouncements.
A pronouncement is like an announcement, but it's a declarative statement that doesn't require any action because you've just decided it's what's happening. So my pronouncement is, it's great to have cats at home. I know this because we've had Dave at home for 2 nights, and it's been great 2 nights out of 2. It's extremely cute. So I actually could bring us right into the first product I'd like to feature today on Wonderfair Home Shopping. Because in my own home, where I now have a marmalade cat who's also made of angel dust, and I like to treat him real nice, as you probably can guess.
Whole bunch of new stuff for Dave in the house these days.
I did get Dave a bunch of new stuff at our local pet store, both Lucky Dog for his food and Pet World for his tiny carrot that he eats, and it's really funny to watch him eat a cat carrot and kick it.
Why don't you tell folks about your shopping experience at Pet World?
Oh, that's a great idea. So, first of all, they can bring things out to your car if you've got your stuff together, and I'll speak with the people. You get that. So yeah, if you know exactly what you need, you can just roll up, they'll deliver it to your car. They ensure you remain social distance of 6 feet. They are carefully sanitizing all of the baskets, but I just went in with gloves on. I grabbed what I needed. I touched nothing I didn't need. Everything was contactless and very efficient. And it takes like a week to get Chewy to deliver you things in your home at this point because they are slammed. Meanwhile, Pet World really needs people's help, and probably Lucky Dog as well if they're still operating. So we were happy to give our business to our local Pet World. I got Dave the fanciest litter box. It looks like an igloo, and I'm excited about it. Someone asked what our county population is. It's Elora. I don't know Elora. It's mostly Lawrence and Eudora. It's a little bit gerrymandered. I'm not going to get this one. Someone could drop that in the feed of what our county population is to know how well we're doing with our case count. Okay, so we got Dave some stuff. Paul seems to be on a help now, so I guess I'm alone again, and we saw how that went yesterday. But I can do this all by myself. Let's talk about how to treat your cat like the tiny cute tyrant that lives in your home that they are. I purchased from my own store for Dave this really cute tray so I could serve him his food like I'm his butler, and he's just waiting in the little hall where we feed him for me to deliver his meal, and I think he really appreciated it. So here I'm showing, I purchased the mini rectangle leaves tray. It is on our website, possibly not an as seen on TV yet, but 2 options for feeding your cat on a tray such as this. Or maybe you don't live with a cat. Maybe you live with a tiny person or even a fully grown person. Either way, it would probably make them feel good if you delivered them a meal on a nice tray. So for Dave, he's a scarfer. He just mows down on that kibble. So we like to scatter it more for him so he can't inhale several pieces at once. So I just scattered it artfully on this tray. Gave it to him. Succeed. And then it really makes you look like you got your stuff together at home, even if your home is becoming a pig mess, as they say. We are currently extracting ourselves from the pig mess state of home life And it's mostly because of Dave, because I weirdly felt embarrassed for him to see my house a mess. Even though, well, actually, he's very tidy. He's very tidy. Gosh, I wonder when Paul's coming back. Hey, Paul, when do you think you're coming back?
Eventually.
Okay. Well, that sounds long. I'm all alone. Don't even have Dave. I'll scoot more into this frame. All right. Well, this is the downside, folks, of having a little bit less staff due to the restrictions on our business currently, leaving just us chickens, skeleton crew, as it were. So I guess I'm going to roll right into what I messed up yesterday, part 2. We already know that I erroneously believed Mr. McFeely from Mr. Rogers was from Kansas City. Lies. But what else I didn't finish yesterday was my cool rhymes that I finished up our set with. I chose products that rhymed with rhyme, slime, lime, time, 9, but I had one left.
Oh, wow.
Perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
I ran out of time for my show and tell. The show and tell rhyming word is shrine.
Oh.
Can you repeat that for the folks at home?
Today's rhyme is shrine.
Shrine. Okay. So, can you guess what I have here, Paul?
Well, I can read the box.
Yeah.
But this is a really good show and tell coming up.
This is now a show and tell / unboxing. It has nothing to do with commerce. This is a box that we moved from our old location at 803 and a half Massachusetts to this location, 841 Massachusetts. It's a box labeled altar objet in French because it's very fancy. So these are objects that we had carefully stored from an altar shrine we had set up at our old store in the area behind the register. There is no longer a prefabbed altar in our current location, so I saved these objects for when I had a new one. And that just hasn't happened.
So if you go way back with Wonder Fair, you might recognize some of the items in this box from days gone by. So this is going to be a real blast from the past.
I haven't cracked this in, we're at 4 or 5 years.
Coming up on 5 years since we packed this box.
It's not dusty, but what will we find in our shrine? Are you excited?
I am excited.
Okay, so
I've already seen some stuff that I forgot about.
This is a homemade pocket protector that Dustin Williams made for the opening of Frank and Stein
That's
Incorporated.
Right. Frank and Stein. Dustin and John Lynn's last installation in our Wonder Fair gallery upstairs.
Does that fit in your pocket?
Boy, I think it would. I believe this was my personal pocket protector, and folks at Wonder Fair know that I've been trying to make pocket protectors here a thing.
He's trying so hard to make it a thing, everybody. You'd think if he really was committed, he would have done it because he owns a whole store, but
yeah, eventually.
He's waiting for more buy-in.
That got
from
glued
the group.
down. I'm not sure that's the way to do it, but
yeah,
there you
we
go.
goofed that up. Okay, so we got a
Not for
pocket
sale.
protector. I won't pull everything out because there's simply a lot and can't all be seen on camera. So, boop. Many folks attempted to buy these ugly vases from us as they sat on our shrine.
Oh, yeah.
They're very ugly for you vases that lived on our shrine for many years. Definitely vintage, looking pretty 70s. Here we have a small assortment of not quite perfect paper black diamonds from when Charlotte, our ride or die, spent hours folding paper black diamonds.
Hello, Charlotte on Instagram. See you
Well
in the chat
done.
there.
Oh, that's great. Good timing.
Yes, great timing. And before we move on, I do want to answer one question from a viewer on Instagram. What are our thoughts on selling film supplies at some point? We do already.
We do that.
We do. We have some film, some Kodak Gold. We've got some black and white. We've got some single-use cameras. We've got maybe a little bit of Instax. So give us a ring if there's something you're looking for. We don't have a huge selection, but we have some. So it's around. Give us a ring.
Here's a bird that our friend Ryan Shank, who currently lives in Florida, made for us.
That's not just any bird, folks.
Oh, right.
That's Zor, also known as the sorceress from He-Man.
Yep.
Ryan made this beautiful.
She was a bird and a sorceress?
Yeah, she could
Wow.
transform. She was a
polymorph.
Yeah.
That's a high level spell.
So
She must have been really advanced.
Somewhat goofed up bird, but we love it just the same.
This is maybe my favorite thing I've just found in the altar.
Oh, wow.
This is the final resting place of our majestic Wonder Fair trophy horse, Rest in Power, killed in action by bros in the fall of 2014. So some bros were roughhousing, horsing around in the shop upstairs, and knocked this trophy off. We were all very sad. And looks like I've painstakingly stored the dead horse in here, including in a baggie, its 2 tiny hoofs that broke off. So that's a real treasure for the altar for sure. In memoriam. I can't go through the whole box because it's just so densely packed with memories.
It is, yeah.
Wow. You know, weird thing. While our upstairs location had much less foot traffic, we've never had so few people hang out with us as during these 3 weeks now that we've been closed. We've been closed to the public for 3 weeks.
The most lonely.
It's the loneliest ever, but thank goodness we have you. Because 10 years in, this is just what we do, folks. This is just what we want to do.
Look at this wonderful little ice cream.
Oh, that ice cream man was from Eric Dobbins, founder of Wonder Fair.
There you go. It's
he left that for us.
A little janky, but someday he'll be out selling his ice cream again.
Wow, a lot of good letters in here. Christmas card keeper.
And are you folks digging the sound of us digging around through the new microphone on YouTube? I hope that sounds great.
Well, anyway, so that was my final rhyme. It's a rhyme. It's a show and tell. It was a walk down memory lane. It was a little bit of wistfulness. And I'm excited to maybe get a new shrine built while we have this unexpected time to work on shop build out.
Yes, maybe next time you come to Wonder Fair, there'll be a whole new shrine to enjoy. And remember those times we shared in the old upstairs.
All right. So, speaking of memories, do you remember, Paul, when we moved from our small upstairs location to our very large multi-level location?
I remember it like it was just 4.5, almost 5 years ago.
What a wonderful time. We had so many people help us with our build out. We still have some of your tools and we'd love to return them. Specifically, I think we have someone's hammer.
We might have Kate Meyer's hammer.
And I think we have Yunmi Nam's paintbrush bucket.
We might have Kevin Liu's sawhorses.
We definitely have Kevin Liu's sawhorses. So Kevin, if you're watching this, it's a great time to get your sawhorses back. We're so sorry we've had them for 4.5 years. And we're ready to give them back. We'd like to also apologize in the form of giving you and anyone else whose tools we accidentally kept so long, because we're normally very busy and distracted, but now we've got time to think about our oversights. And one of them is that we had our good friend Colin print these custom Wonder Fair bandanas, and we'd love to give them to the people whose oversights of help. But if we don't owe you something and you'd like a bandana, which I've heard in a pinch, if you don't have a face mask and you're still going out and about, maybe grocery shopping, what about this action? Just like full Wonder Fair?
This is cool.
I was thinking this might be cool. We could be like Wonder Fair bandits. I've chosen the Black Diamond side to showcase. Can you still hear me? I can still mostly hear you. It in no way inhibits your ability to make yourself understood. Other sides include, we got art. That's a flame. You've got the pile of leaves. Got the, wait, what? Mystery. Oh, got the anvil. That's adventure. Mm-hmm. So these bandanas will be on our website soon. And designed by the lovely Grace D. Chin, yes. Lawrence, Kansas's 10th best local artist. Indeed. Art by Grace Chin, screen printing by Colin Ledbetter. Real community effort here to get this bandana out into the world. And only after we've been aging it in our Wonder Fair storage cellar. Yes, which aged for 4 years now. Aged for 4 years, so it's a really good vintage, 2015. Yes. Honestly, what a great year that was. Remember that?
Yes,
That was better than 2016 and all those others. Anyway, bandanas.
Chuck, we got one with your name on it.
Yeah, Chuck, we definitely owe you a bandana,
Kate,
girl.
I do think your name's
Kate,
on the
we
hammer.
owe you a bandana. I think that your name's on a hammer.
We think we'll double check. It
says K8.
Yes.
Sorry we kept everyone's hammer.
Did you also leave tools at Wonder Fair? Let us know. Maybe we have them.
Mm-hmm. Well, and if we didn't and you kind of know what tool you had, we will buy you a new one from Cotton's because they are still open and very careful and thoughtful about serving you with your home needs. I bought a bird feeder yesterday on Tyler's suggestion.
Thanks, Tyler.
And I hung it up, which involved a lot of whiny cleaning the window.
Yes, lots of whiny, lots of teaching Meredith how to extract storm windows.
I've never done it before. It was harder than I expected.
We got through it.
And I feel like we're stronger than ever before.
Yep.
Okay. So.
And now you know how like Mark Maron can go on for just like 30 minutes before getting to the meat of the podcast. Because here we are 20 minutes in.
I actually showed a whole product.
Okay.
I showed my tiny butler tray that you can serve your cat snacks on or your roommate.
Great.
Yeah.
And is that featured in the As Seen on Wonder Fair TV?
I'm not sure if I moved it there, but it's definitely on the website. So I showed off this tiny tray. It is, by the way, dishwasher safe, even though it's melamine and seems impossible. But it's dishwasher safe and food contact approved. So you can just lick oatmeal right off of this.
That's what Dave would do.
Yep. Okay. So I've shown our bandana. I've shown my shrine, which was a rhyme and also a show and tell. I feel like I would like to move into a little preview for tomorrow. It's also a pronouncement. Okay. I decree Fridays on Wonder Fair Home Shopping to be Fancy Friday.
Fancy Friday.
On Friday, which is tomorrow, for those of you keeping track at home, for whatever reason, we're going to dress up a little bit. Maybe put a tie on the jumpsuit.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe wear a nice
bow tie
hat.
Would look good with
I do
this?
think that would look really good.
Just get that button right
You
up.
generally look good in bow ties. Yep.
Yeah.
Seems uncomfortable,
I think that's going to be pretty.
Oh, that's actually quite hot.
Pretty tight.
That's cool.
That's
working
a nice
for me.
Look, huh?
Yeah, maybe I should button. Wait, save it for tomorrow.
Okay.
Save it for tomorrow. If you want to see more of that, you got to come back tomorrow for Fancy Friday, only here at Wonder Fair Home Shopping, and we will both be fancy and show fancy things. We might show some fancy fountain pens, some very elegant erasers.
Oh, wow.
Just a little preview, much like I fancifully serve my cat on a butler's tray. We are going to showcase some of our favorite ceramics by Momoko Usami.
So fancy.
They're very fancy. I believe I'm going to buy this one for myself first because it's the last one. And it's so beautiful. And it looks good on this tray. So I realized I needed it. But everything Momoko makes will look cute on a tray or anywhere. And they're delightful. We'll show them in detail tomorrow. Very excited for that. And that's my pronouncement about Fancy Fridays. And
great.
You're on board, right?
Something to look forward to. Yeah.
It's something to look forward to. We've been seeing that people are making sure to dress up for dinner at home maybe once a week to just keep a sense of, I don't know, home fires burning. That's not the right metaphor.
Yeah.
Just to be fancy. Sometimes it's nice.
Show it off.
So show it off. We'll be showing it off tomorrow at noon. Fancy Friday. It's happening. So this is a beautiful mug that I think I'm buying for myself. So I cannot tell you about how to buy it.
NFS.
But more Momoko mugs tomorrow. For today, however, I did bring in this fine item made by your friends at Wonder Fair.
That's right. It's the Wonder Fair enamel mug. You might recognize this as a camping accessory, but let me tell you, folks, you can use this in the comfort of your own home.
It has a cat inside.
Yeah. I'm not sure we can see that level
you can't,
of detail.
But trust me.
But
really, you think?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. There's a cat inside.
There's a cat
when you get to the bottom, boom, there's a little cat. So this fine product made for us by the Emalco company in Poland, one of the world's finest enamelware manufacturers.
They make the good stuff, folks.
The best stuff. It'll last forever. You can just put it right on your stove and heat up the coffee there. Don't put it in the microwave. It's made of metal.
It's made of metal. Coated in.
But it's ready to go
Banana.
right over an open flame. And can you do that with any of your other mugs? I don't think so, folks.
Yep. So this one's a shout out to all of you preppers out there. It's really been your time to shine. This might be one more item you need for your complete kit in case we're going all the way back to just
and
open
shiny
flames.
It is.
It's so shiny.
So shiny.
It says Wonder Fair, Lawrence, Kansas on it in a beautiful font treatment that I think Paul actually.
I did a lot of Illustrator editing.
Nice.
But I think either you made it or Jeff McKee made it or some sort of collaboration. It's a real group effort, but boy, did I move some dots around for a long time.
It comes with instructions that basically reiterate that you can wash it all kinds of places, but don't even put it in your microwave. In fact, not putting it in your microwave is the one thing they say no to in this pictographic instruction sheet. Unless I'm interpreting those instructions wrong, in which case, bad design.
It's not just a cup for drinking out of.
Oh, really?
You can also use this. You can also use this to hold some pens.
Wow. Well, not
definitely
a great example.
Holding a lot of pens right there on your desk. So
so many pens, 3 at least.
You can hold at least 3 pens with this.
I'm currently using one by our sink to hold our sponge.
You can put a sponge in it.
Oh, we're also using one upstairs to hold the floss in the bathroom.
Yes. You can put dental floss in it, maybe even a toothbrush.
Mm-hmm.
I could go grab one and we could check, but I think it would work.
Yeah, I think that there's basically no end. You could also use it as a drum.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. Little tinny sounding.
I kind of liked it. Sorry out there.
If you don't have a handle on your thermos, you can put your thermos in it.
Whoa.
And now you have.
That is not going to. You just spilled your coffee 2 days ago.
It works, folks.
It worked.
That's an exclusive product to Wonder Fair. You might know because it says Wonder Fair on it. But you can't buy that anywhere else.
You can only buy it here for one easy payment of
$19.95.
Oh, that's a good.
Just one easy payment of $19.95. We're basically selling these at a loss, folks. When you factor in the cost of production, which is high, when you factor in the import duties, which exist, when you factor in the shipping costs, they are a part of it. We're barely making any money, just scraping by with this mug, but we love it so much and we want you to have it in your home, especially during these hard days where you're separated from us. So maybe you can have one of those at home. Maybe
collect your tears in it.
Yeah, that is another possible thing to do here is collect some tears in that.
Yeah.
So we've just added that to the as seen on Wonder Fair TV portion of our website, which is wonderfairhomeshopping.com. This is beautiful. We maxed out the colors on this, 4 colors. You can see
every color they'd let us do, we did it.
You got a lip rim color here. You got a accent on the handle.
They call that the dip.
The dip. You got an internal color that's different from the external. And you got that little cat down there on the bottom. We paid extra for that. Oh, and a little hit on the bottom there with the Wonder Fair flag. Spared no expense on this, folks.
Spared no expense. It's a product I really believe in. We have several in our home, and I wanted to bring it to show everyone how great it looks on this tray.
It's a good couple.
It's just like on Real Home Shopping. They keep showing what colors go together. I think this is a great pairing.
Can't go wrong.
We got tray. We got mug. Speaking of mugs, yours cute.
Thanks.
You got like a little sweaty under the lights.
Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. That might have been when you sipped from the cup and it got weird. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Well, it's all good. Okay, so Paul, I have a few other items I'd love to share today, but I actually think maybe I saw you bring a box over earlier today.
Well, it's sort of like my backup plan is always do an unboxing because there's still a handful of boxes. Boy, I'm looking at a huge pile of Exoclair stuff over there that might be fun to tap into at some point.
I mean, yes, it's full of beautiful French notebooks. But man, we just haven't been receiving as much because we converted our receiving desk into a shipping center.
Yeah.
And we're having so much fun shipping packages and decorating them. So that's been fun. I hope
Mhm.
you've been getting your packages at home.
Yep.
Okay, well, maybe if you don't necessarily want to show those, I think it's learning time.
Okay.
Every
We're
day,
ready to learn.
I try to bring some content that I feel like might help someone learn about something we have expertise on here at Wonder Fair. Maybe it's art supplies. Today, I'm going to be talking in brief about bullet journaling.
Great.
Yes.
That's good because I've been fielding some questions from folks about that.
Well, would you like to share some of the questions you've received?
Well, I was responding to an inquiry on Facebook, my least favorite place to go on the internet.
But the people there are so
but
nice.
I will go there out of obligation to our customers. Is that
Wow.
salty?
It was salty.
Sorry. Some things we handle well and some things we don't. And for me, having to go to Facebook is one of the things I don't handle well.
You're doing great, bub. You know
Okay.
what? We're not here to say what's hardest for you and whether it's correct for it to be hard for you right now.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks. Well, anyway, somebody out there looking to get a bullet journal.
Feel free to reach out on Facebook. We don't mind.
Feel free. Maybe Meredith will take over the chores.
We're
there.
just slower to get to it because we do it less often.
Yep.
We're fast on the Instagrams.
Boom.
Okay, so bullet journaling. Bullet journaling, you've probably heard the word around. You might have heard someone refer to it as bujo. You might have heard someone call it a BJ and then kind of winked. They're definitely talking about bullet journaling, though.
Definitely bullet journaling.
Yep, which is a popular new method for journaling or even planning and organizing using usually a doc grid notebook that has an open format with a little bit of simple guidance so you can combine your planner and calendar and your memory journal and maybe even a habit planner into one book. It's very efficient and simple. So I bought one of my favorite I've also bought one of my favorite bullet journals for folks to think about. I think it's on our website at wonderfairhomeshopping.com. But this is the bullet journal designed in collaboration between Bear and Fig, one of our favorite notebook makers, and James Clear, who is known for being a really good planner organizer. The Clear system
I've never heard of James Clear.
James Clear. The Clear
legendary organizer.
Mm-hmm. He's a legendary organizer. The system is a little bit different than the original bullet journaling method. I would say the same level of convenience, though. And this notebook's just especially beautiful. It's very minimalist, like all Bear and Fig products. That's not a Triforce, folks, though close enough. So I'd call that a win. It comes in both A5 and A4 sizes, which means this is A5. It's like a novel. A4 is going to be a little bit larger. In fact, double the size of this. Boop, boop. Did you know that's how the numbers work? We'll talk about it on another episode, all about notebook sizes. I've been really priming the pump for that one for a while.
Yeah,
folks. I know
that'll
excited.
be a pretty hot episode there where we talk about how the A system of sizing breaks down.
So good.
Wait till you see this episode, folks.
It's going to be wild. We might have to have homework for that one. So this notebook has two different ribbon tabs, so you can mark two different pages at once. It has a little bit of information at the front showing you how to maybe lay out your pages for organizing. Then it has blank index pages for you to fill in. A very nice restful pause, all in black.
So many features here.
Mm-hmm. Then it drops into a section where for 365 days, it allows you to write one line a day. Usually that's going to be in reverse, like an overview of your day. So if you need to reference something, you can quickly scan this list like, oh, what was the day that I went to the doctor's office? Or what was the day that we shut down Wonder Fair to foot traffic? That would be in this quick reference. And then there would be a page number for you as well. And every page of this very nice light gray doc grid journal is numbered.
Likely impossible to see at home, but
impossible.
There are dots.
The dots are...
We guarantee it.
Yeah, we guarantee it.
Every journal has
man.
a dot. I'll let you go.
The dots are light blue. That's all I wanted to say. But now I want you to talk about it.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't actually, this is my first time seeing in here. So I don't know. I didn't even know that this was a, Bear and Fig, one of my favorite notebook brands. I love to recommend them to folks. They lay flat. Did we already cover that?
No.
No,
Good
it's
job.
a great feature here. Look at that flat lay, nice ribbon here for you. This actually has multiple, what are those called? Those ribbons?
Bookmarks,
Bookmarks.
page marks, marker tabs,
Marker
string
tabs. There's definitely an industry term for this here. I'm sure it's listed on the back.
ribbon. Dangly doos.
2 bookmarks is what it says
I got
here.
it right the first try.
Yes, indeed, folks.
It was obvious.
Bookmarks. Heard it here first.
So anyway, this is one option if you've been thinking about journaling and starting a journal. This one's very open-ended. Definitely a good path to go if you don't want a lot of prompts and instead you'd like to go more freeform.
Yeah, you can go your own way.
Wow, good job. I wish we had musical cues. Anyway, the Clear Habit Journal from Bear and Fig in collaboration with James Clear. There's even a matching rollerball Bear and Fig Squire pin that matches this notebook.
Get out.
I can't, and I also should have double checked we had any left in stock because it's probably sold out online, but I'm not sure. But anyway, that'd be a really fancy gift to send to someone.
I'm looking to see what we have.
Do you find all your days running together? Perhaps you should be journaling about it. See how consistent things really are. Maybe you'll find that every day a different bird visits your bird feeder. You can start carefully tracking. Oh, what if I had a bird journal?
You're now into birding, huh?
I'm not yet, but I'm trying. I'm watching someone else's birds on Instagram, and that's been going well. Specifically, Design Sponge has been showcasing their birds a lot. And that's
Big bird feed?
Big bird feeder, big bird energy. I think now's the time, as we're educating people, we're giving them ideas about journaling. I think it would be nice to share a free tip about Bird Report.
Oh, yeah. Well, gosh, I got to look up that phone number.
You should.
But
did you know, friends watching at home, that there is a national service you can call every time you see a bird of any significance and report that bird to an artist who's collecting just probably an obscene number of bird reports at this point.
Yeah, so that's our friend, the artist, named Allie. And you can call Bird Report yourself at 302-307-2473.
Again, that number at home for the folks?
302-307-2473. You want to pull out your phone right now and just add that to a contact. You can see on mine it says Bird Report right there. So maybe even put it in your favorites section so that when you see a bird, you can call up Bird Report. And if you're interested, let's see, you can hear some of these bird reports, I believe.
I didn't actually know that.
Bird Report, Bandcamp. Let me see.
So not only can you record your own bird report for this artist, Allie, who lives on the East Coast, you can also, maybe they're trying to call Bird Report.
Could be.
Wrong number. Oh, jinx. Paul will assist that person while I let you know, a lot of folks are suggesting that the birds are out and about now because the people are inside. The cat's away. The birds will play. So there might be a lot of good bird reporting that could be happening right now. And it actually might turn out to be not just art, but also science. And when those two things collide, the world usually becomes a better place. So please consider calling Bird Report. It sounds like Paul is doing a pickup, so he'll be back just momentarily. I will move on from that learning opportunity, Bird Report, a great art and science project, to talk about one other option for bullet journaling for you at home here at the Wonderfair Home Shopping Network. If you don't want to have to do it all yourself and you'd like a pre-packed kit of some bullet journaling tools, we do sell one. I have 2 left of our wintertime kit that was designed for bullet journaling. It has a very simple starter dock grid notebook, a different one than the James Clear, but just as serviceable. It also comes with a set of markers, pens, highlighters, a clip, a template, stickers, and a couple other handy bits to get you started bullet journaling. Usually bullet journaling is a little bit colorful and beautiful, so this is a kit more designed in that way versus the minimalism of the James Clear. So a couple of options for you. You can find the Rapid Yule Logging Kit. There's 2 left, I believe, and they will be under our custom kits section of the website, I think.
Yep, and I'm adding it to the As Seen on Wonder Fair TV section.
Yep, you can see all the pieces inside of there. That's a kit that's always been very popular. It evolves every season. We change out the pin colors and the additions to the kit.
I will say that these are actually under curated sets. And I will say that this has been one of the more popular categories on our new wonderfairhomeshopping.com
Why do you think that
portal.
is, Paul? I
think people appreciate the attentiveness to detail, the the color coordination inherent to many of these sets. And in fact, we've already sold out of a few sets, and I was thinking maybe we should get a few more made into that mix there. So maybe more to come, but you can check these out on the curated sets section of the web store there.
Sets are selling out because we are moving into the new season. People are calling it spring. I think we should give it a whole new name because it's like a whole new kind of spring.
Yeah, it's a different spring.
We're going to come up with a new name for this specific spring. I'm going to have to think about that.
We'll take suggestions there.
But we were in the process of creating new kits for spring when we went another route with our shop, specifically online. And so our kits might be delayed for this spring or whatever season it is, but we'll probably get another kit going, and maybe it'll be more designed for what this spring is, which is goofy.
Yeah, it's a goofy spring.
It's a goofy spring. You know what else happens in the spring, Paul? You could list several things because there's actually a bunch.
You do a lot of yard work. Shout out to our neighbor, Kathy, who picked up a pile of sticks that we left on the border of our yard 2 weeks ago when things really went to crap. And we just left it there, and Kathy picked it all up. Thanks,
I honestly
Kathy.
forgot that there was a yard.
Yeah.
So
we appreciate you, Kathy. We'll pay you back with a cocktail sometime when we're able to congregate again.
What if we slide a cocktail in a bucket into their window?
Yeah, just send over a bucket of cocktail.
It could be in a jar with a lid.
Maybe, yeah.
You could wear gloves the whole time. Anyway, we're going to be getting creative as time goes on. So thank you to Kathy, our neighbor.
But you were talking about spring and what happens.
You know what happens in the spring? Spring cleaning.
Yes, yeah.
We'll be doing a lot of that here at Wonder Fair while we don't have folks in the shop, so it's a good chance to move all the furniture, dust everything we normally don't get to, work on some build-out projects. But it's also a time when we would normally clean out wintertime products that didn't maybe sell as well as we expected, and then we would stash them away in outer space. That's our upstairs storage for Blunder Fair, which happens in July. It's the downtown sidewalk sale. Well, is there even a July? Is there a sidewalk sale? We don't know. So I was thinking, what if I start blundering
some blunders right now?
Right now.
Wow. All right. A Blunder Fair preview may be available to you right now. I don't know. Are these for sale?
These are for sale. Not just for sale, but they're going to be on sale. I only have one of each of these items. They're in a very limited colorway. So people will have to probably call the shop to claim one. But here on sale, special here for Wonder Fair Home Shopping. Sorry, YouTube, I don't think this is going to show up on the screen, so I'll bring them in. I have this set of beautiful knit hats with handmade detachable pom-poms.
Wow, we were talking pom-poms yesterday. These are some of the best.
They're by an artist we've worked with for many years named Ringo. Their store is called U Square. They make beautiful sock designs, very modern, as well as a few of these stocking hats. So I love her so much. I love her designs. And I have 5. Is it 5?
5.
5 hats left only. They normally retail at $48, but here on Wonder Fair Home Shopping, we are slashing prices. Insert the giant pair of scissors I thought we had and couldn't find, where I would have come in with a comical cutting the price. Instead, I'm just telling you, now they're going to be $30.
$30. Wow, that's
nice and round.
That's selling them basically at cost.
It is actually selling them at cost. But you know what? I don't know if I want
for the people
store
at home.
These.
Yeah, these are great, and I gotta tell you, they come in their very own.
You're so cute.
Screen printed transportation bag.
They do come with their very own. It's just Ringo is so thorough. Her work's really beautiful. The pom-poms, as I said, detachable. That's primarily so you can wash your hat without washing your pom-pom, because pom-poms really don't fare well in the wash. You can take your pom-pom off, wash your hat, especially if your head's real gross. And I'm not judging you. I'm just saying detach your pom-pom first, yo, and then throw it in the washing machine. So we're not going to touch these on our actual heads. We will use this method. But these hats are beautiful. They're very well made. They're very stretchy. You might be thinking, Memers, I don't need a hat. It's spring. You just said so. I mean, it's whatever spring is now.
Well, good news. Even if you don't need a hat right now, you can stick it in its storage bag and actually attach it to your belt.
It's an investment in your future
and
when your
carry
head's
it
cold
around
again.
in case you do need a hat.
Here's what I was thinking, though. I mean, I'm taking a lot of showers, maybe more than usual, actually, just because I don't have a bathtub. But that's a story for another day. But sometimes when I am like not keeping up with this as well, I just like to pull on a hat, and then I don't have to think about the situation. So I also feel like people who are doing a lot of maybe Zoom calls and stuff, and maybe your hair situation's not what it once was, and maybe it's Fancy Friday and you need to show up looking a little pristine.
Yeah.
Just pop a really nice hat on.
Throw on a hat.
Moreover, because these pom-poms are detachable. Sorry, I ruined that for you. Let's just show what else you can do with the pom-pom, Paul. This is some real home shopping magic. You're just going to want to pull that pom-pom right off.
That was so easy to detach.
So easy. It's merely held on with a pin, and then maybe you just want to pom-pom your jumpsuit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So this is like two things in one. You've got a hat and a pom-pom.
Yes, it's a hat with a free pom-pom. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing because it's very fuzzy pom-pom.
But boom, there. Now you're almost accessorizing. You can wear that with the hat.
When you put on the pom-pom, it makes you want to dance.
Wow, just start shimmying.
Yeah. Wow. This is
and
making
that's
me
just
feel better.
$30 regularly down from what? How much do these cost?
$48, Paul.
Wow, a savings of almost 40%.
It's a true bargain here. I mean, it's just because if I have to take the hats up to the storage unit upstairs, I get a little sad. So I slightly over-ordered hats. We sold a little over half the hats, so we did fine. So I don't mind just breaking even now. I want the people to have the hats. I want them to have the shimmy pom-poms, one on each shoulder, maybe.
Yeah, get two. They're almost
and then
half price.
You could give the hat away to someone whose head is cold. I'm just saying.
There you go.
You could also probably use it as like a bag.
It's like a small bag.
Flask bag.
Or you just use the actual bag that came with
right. It comes with the bag. Well, this product is simply too good to be believed, Paul.
So many things here.
By Ringo at U Square. Beautiful hats with detachable pom-poms. So easy to clean. They make you want to shimmy. They're $30 instead of $48, but you got to call this shop and tell me what color you want.
That's a phone order only.
So
yeah, grab a screen.
I'm just gonna
grab a screen grab.
reattach.
Let us know which one you want here. Just hold these up again for folks.
Okay, you do that. I'm reattaching this fluffy pom-pom. Boop. So we've got this color, pink with blue and yellow. We've got lavender with orange and white. We've got green with purple and orange. We've got, this was called the jungle colorway. It's dark green with gold and kind of a like an aquamarine.
Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. And last but not least, a very classic navy with maroon and golden and white. So that's me just like having a home shopping show.
There you go.
Did it feel right?
These?
Look, I can stack them. Oh my gosh.
Stackable.
That's so much fun.
Get the whole set, and you too can be like that character in the Dr. Seuss books.
With many wonderful hats?
Yes, with all the hats.
Oh.
How many hats can you stack? That was the name of the book, I believe.
Okay.
No, I actually don't know. What was the name of that book?
Those are my hats.
These are great hats.
Okay. They're on sale.
And they're on sale now here at Wonder Fair.
We'll send them to you in the mail.
Let's see. I did realize I had one more announcement I wanted to make. I'm just trying to like make a lot of helpful announcements for folks. You know, there's a $1,200 check with your name on it out there, provided you filed your 2018 taxes. Now,
With a few exceptions.
With a few exceptions. That's not true for folks who might be collecting Social Security and not filing taxes regularly. They're going to be okay. But if you haven't, if you've been at home, you'll want to get that 2018 tax return filed so that you can get that $1,200 check.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're just generally interested in people being given money, maybe you want to pick up the Give People Money book.
That's such a good pull, Paul.
By Anne Lowry. Now, this is a book that talks about universal basic income, how it would end poverty, revolutionize work, and remake the world. And boy, now's the time to envision a different way of doing things, probably. This might not be permanent the way we're, kind of needing to live right now. It won't be permanent, but it is an opportunity to rethink the social safety net and all these different aspects of how our country and how our economy works. So if you're interested in learning more about universal basic income, you can check out Give People Money. That's available on our website, wonderfairhomeshopping.com. And I'm adding it to the As Seen on Wonderfair TV section of the site. Now, I think we only have one of these in stock, so you might want to jump on that.
We could all share it.
We could all share it.
That's another part of this whole project.
If you want to pick it up and read it and bring it back, we'll sell it again. We're not a used bookstore.
48 hours of rest period, during which any kind of contamination would ideally be scattered.
Great. So there you go. Give People Money.
That's a good pull.
Current events. That's also under this month's specials.
That's a good one.
On the website.
I am in support of just giving the people direct money. I feel like a lot of times support is made available only at the end of a virtual obstacle course of hoops and cavernous drops that people have to navigate. Sometimes can't navigate alone. They have to have an employer or someone else do it for them. So just giving the people money seems like a great plan.
Well, that speaks to me because I spent most of this week reading about loan programs.
That's correct. And trying to figure out how to make sure all of our staff and Wonderfair are the most financially safe through this difficult time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're figuring all of that out, and we hope you are all figuring that out in your homes. And our hearts are with everybody for whom that's really challenging. It seems like it's all fun and games here at Wonderfair Home Shopping, but in fact, it's a lot of reading the CARES Act and interpreting it and doing math. And
we're not giving you that behind the scenes quite as much.
We could if you would like. We might someday.
Happy to walk you through some of the loans out there.
Yes.
Just shoot me a text.
But primarily our goal is to have a bit of fun with Wonderfair Home Shopping. This is the beginning of a larger art project that is part of our offline presence. And we appreciate having everybody along for the ride with us. As I make my bid to become Lawrence's #1 news correspondent.
There's nobody else out there doing it.
There's a lot of people out there doing it. There's actual reporters that are probably
on live TV.
They're not. I don't think they're on live TV. You're right.
So
but that probably means their facts get checked first, not afterward. So
at least we're checking them.
And, we want to share news. So if any of y'all have news you'd like us to share, we'd like to make that available as an option to you. Please just send us a direct message on Instagram if you have an announcement. And if your announcement is not problematic, we will share it with people. Maybe it's even like a birthday shout out. That'd be fun.
Happy to do a birthday shout out.
We'd be happy to do a birthday shout out. We'd be happy to do any other kind of shout out. Just as a final reminder, please join us tomorrow for Fancy Friday. We'd enjoy it if you also come fancy. We'd remind you that fanciness isn't always purely sartorial, which is a fancy word for clothes, I think. Maybe more broad than that. I don't know. I think that anyway.
We'll fact check that one.
We'll fact check what sartorial means. We will reconnoiter here tomorrow. That's a fancy word for be here, gathered. Just the two of us, though, quarantine buddies. Plus Dave. And I'm excited about Fancy Friday, Paul. I'm excited to show Momoko's ceramics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to maybe show some fountain pens that fancy.
Yes.
I'll bring some very cool show and tells from my home. What are fancy?
Great.
And I'm
I'll
just
wear a
feeling
bow tie.
fancy. I might wear a pom pom.
That is fancy.
That would be so fancy.
And
so
affordable.
That's what I got today. I think here, you let the people know your announcement.
Well, we're
I'm
almost
gonna
out of
check my
time. We're
list.
almost out of time
I
here.
know. Oh,
so-
shoot.
Did you have more?
I did. I forgot this one.
Well, that might have to wait.
Oh, yep.
We just have a couple minutes left,
It's
so we
just-
want to.
It's not fancy though.
Yep. Well, maybe it needs to wait till next week.
Okay. It'll wait for next week. I goofed it up. We really talked a long time.
You want to preview it for next week?
No,
No. Okay.
I messed it up. It's fine. We're all new here. We're all just trying our best.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
And we have no
trying your
script.
best, everybody.
Anything 785-856-3247. And we're adding new products daily to the wonderfulhomeshopping.com. Did a big dump last night of new products. But speaking of which, Dave is acclimating and using his litter box in our home, so it
The
works
igloo one.
both ways.
It's going great. I mean, we're gonna be okay, Lawrence.
Yeah.
But let's be taking care of each other while we work on it. That's all I got.
That's the show for today.
It's 1 o'clock on
We'll be
Thursday.
back tomorrow.
See you tomorrow for Fancy Friday. Ooh, yes, so fancy. Pinkies up. Ooh, how do you do that? I didn't put my mouth on it, but I'll keep this one.